Hello, 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 everyone. Hopefully, everybody is having a great night tonight. Be sure to drop a comment in the chat. Let me know if the audio is coming through okay. Everything looks good on my end, but I always like to double check with the audience first just to make sure. All right, perfect. I'm also testing out the low latency, extra low latency settings. So hopefully my stream quality doesn't look like it's being rendered at a potato farm. So anyway, well, hello everyone. Hopefully everyone has had a great week so far. This is probably one of the biggest weeks I have had since this project has started. There was a ton of things that happened, and I really appreciate all of you who joined me through all of these things that we got accomplished this week. So, who is my favorite Megalodon? I love all the Megalodons, but Nathan, you do have a soft spot in my heart. So, so anyway, before we get started, I just want to remind everyone we do have a giveaway. I'm giving away a verified Mooney to people who tune into the stream. So click, or you can't click on the video, but hit up that URL. It's a tiny URL. Go there and fill out the form. Please only fill it out one time. And yeah, we'll do a will spin towards the end of the stream and draw for that. So anyway, a few things that happened this week before we get into the giveaways. Crypto Moonies got level 2 verification. Super exciting. We've been at this now for close to a month and a half. I wasn't sure when it was going to happen. Didn't expect it to happen when it did, but I'm very, very grateful to the team at Atomic Hub for giving the collection the opportunity to join the ranks of some of the heavy hitters that are on this platform. So yeah, I'm very excited, and I know the community as a whole is excited as well. Some other things that happened this week. We started testing out Nefty. Nefty is a fantastic platform for doing drops. We have let's see, where about is the form? The form is in the if you look at, I didn't drop the link in here, but yeah, it's here. Let me do that real quick, just in case people are having trouble. I'll drop it in the chat. Probably should have done that at the top, but there you go. So now, back to what I was saying. We started testing out Nefty this week. Nefty is a fantastic platform when it comes to scheduling drops. That's been sort of the golden standard for quite some time. Nobody really likes using blocks to do this. Nefty has created some fantastic utilities for creators to go in and schedule their drops, and they've actually started building out their own actual drop system, which is great. One of the key advantages to it is they have the ability to do pre-minting, which basically nullifies any reason to try to be like the first at getting something, because just because you're the first doesn't mean you're going to get the lowest mint, which is great. So that is something I actually have tested out this week. You can see these are the drops that we did through the Nefty platform. We did all of the Mooneypunk drops that I can think of. We also tested out a couple of the Mooneypunk 6 drops. And then we also did the verified drops through this platform. Other than one hiccup that was totally my fault with the sharks, I think that the system worked great. I haven't had too many complaints about it. I know some people have said that they found that there is some lag insofar as clicking on the link and going straight to the page. I'm going to be doing some testing on my end to sort of see if there's some ways I can help balance that out just a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna try to get that. How do you get whitelisted? Somebody cone of shame super puffed in the chat. But anyway, but yeah, so that's something else that we did this week. Of course, we dropped some new art onto the platform. We now have some new Mooney Punks in the collection. Mooney Punk number 6 is here. This was the teaser for Binance, who dropped later in the week. We also rolled out the Megalodon Burn token and we do have some Megs in the chat, so thank you for joining. For those of you who do not know what this is, we rolled out the Well Bait card pre Crypto Moonies. This is before the collection launched. It was a card that I sold for 10,000 wax. It was incredibly expensive, but it came with some fantastic perks. If you're a Meg in the chat or a Well in chat, you can testify on exactly what those perks are to people that are tuning in. But yeah, it's a great program. Basically guarantees you a Mooney every single week. So anyway, the Megalodon Burn token is an extension of the Well Club. What I did is I released 5 of these, and in order to blend up into the Megalodon card, you had to buy one of these tokens and you had to burn it with a shark card. But in doing that, you got a Megalodon card and you get pretty much all the same perks as the Wells, which is great. Save for one thing, the Wells, because they are the OGs, they actually get a percentage back anytime we do a VIP club expansion. So it was a way that I was able to get them to agree to let us expand the club, and it also increased the value of that card as well. They're treating it more like an investment. They invested in me and my brand very early on, before this was even possible, or not possible, but before this was proven that this was going to be a hit. And so this was my way to give back to them for being very early supporters of the project. Let's see what else happened this week. We dropped Brigadier Binance into the collection. This is Crypto Mooney number 6. Some interesting Binance news happened this week. That was not planned, obviously, because I think that news dropped on like Wednesday or something. Binance was scheduled to be number 6 like 3 weeks ago. So that was just a happy little coincidence. But anyway, yeah, gotten a lot of great feedback from people that really, really love this character. We also did some tweaks and adjustments to the box art, and this was really fun. And then because we also got level 2 verified this week, we also did the verified Mooney, and I'm getting a great response out of this as well. And this was actually a free drop. So I am super thrilled in all that got accomplished this week. It was a lot of work, a lot of late nights to pull all this off. I do not plan another week this busy for the foreseeable future, though this week coming up is going to be pretty busy because there are some pretty fun things in the works. So again, thank you everyone who's participated and who's managed to either get a Mooney off the drop or off the secondary market. Again, thank you, and I appreciate all of you for helping me turn this thing into the thing that has become. So with all that said, before we spin the wheel, I'm going to check the comments real quick and just see who all has chimed in and tagged me. Audio's coming through. Favorite Megalodon, we've already addressed that. Let's see. You see the Mooney copycat I posted in my chat. Was wondering. Yeah, I have not reported anything yet tonight. Again, if you guys ever see any copycats, there are really, really shitty people who like to try to take advantage of people that are new to the space by basically ripping my assets and putting them into a cleverly named collection. Usually it's like Crypto Monies or something like that. But they're basically just stealing the art and they're trying to sell it. So be very careful on the marketplace. It is now significantly easier to spot those because we are level 2'd. My name appears with an orange check mark next to it. but just be careful. Don't there's a lot of excitement and fervor around these drops, and it is a lot of entries. We ended up we almost broke the wheel. So anyway, I think we're actually going to get a hat drawn. I think with the little cone out to the left here, that's indicative that it's overloaded. So. But anyway, just be careful, guys. The wax community is really, really cool. And there's a lot of great people in the community. But man, there's a lot of scummy people too. And so you just got to watch out for them. This giveaway is not for viewers. This is the giveaway for the Mama Mooney Twitter giveaway that I did earlier. I'm going to do that. I'm also going to do the Binance giveaway, and then towards the end, I'm also going to do the giveaway for the viewers who dropped in and filled out the form. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this ball rolling. Yeah, I see a lot of people are kind of confused in the chat. Oh, Jesus Christ. The shuffle has completely frozen. I hope that this works. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something about... Let's see. Hold on. Let's just see if this will work. We might move on to the Binance one. And I'm just not even going to bother with shuffling. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something about these giveaways. Either really, really slow down, decrease the amount of time that people have to enter, or something. Because 600 entrants is just way too much. And this is actually filtering out potentially spam accounts. So Naren Ready 23 is the winner of the Binance giveaway. And let's see if this Mama Mooney one is working. Doesn't look like it. Let's see if we can refresh this. Fortunately, I do have these names off in another window, so it won't be impossible. Yeah, we've totally crashed the site. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to grab these out of VS Code real quick. And again, what I was saying about the potential spam accounts... if you are someone watching the stream now and you're doing Twitter giveaways, something that you might want to watch out for, if your username has a lot of numbers in it, like 6+ numbers or 5+ numbers, you may want to change that. I might have to do this off stream. I don't know why this is not working. So, I always like to do these on stream, but it's I think we've just overloaded the system. So anyway, no on the Mama Mooney giveaway for this stream tonight. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what exactly is happening there, other than there's just way too many fucking names. So oh, wait a second. Hey, I think it worked. Here we go. Let's go ahead and spin it. Let's try our luck. Hopefully it doesn't kill it. So Goku, that's got to be a Dragon Ball Z reference. Goku is the winner of the Mama Mooney giveaway that we did on Twitter earlier this week. I didn't even feature the Mama Mooney at the top here, but yeah, I'm sure most of you guys have seen that already. So, all right. So last thing to do is the wheel spin for the viewers. Let's see, how many entrants do we have so far? And I did not mean... I tried to black these out, but anyway, they're there. I'll see if I can redact these to some degree. I'm going to go ahead and grab everyone off here. We had 58 people enter the stream. Here we are. All right. I think we can safely shuffle these without any issues because there's only 57 entrants. So anyway... Let's see who won. All right, that Riki Healer, you are the winner of the verified Mooney. Congratulations! Thanks for tuning in. Okay, that is pretty much it as far as giveaways goes. I was gonna stick around in the chat for a few minutes and see if anybody has any questions or anything like that. Super Puff, got a bounce. Have a great stream. Hey, thanks Super Puffed. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm trying to figure out some ways I can spiff these up just a little bit. Looking into getting a new camera and lighting set up at some point. Trying to get some like music and whatnot to just start the show off with. It's just right now it's like I'm so busy with other things related to the project, so trying to get some sick YouTube streams off the ground has been sort of a low priority for me. But I am trying to figure out some ways that I can kind of improve this a little bit. Let's see. Eris, Spy Creek, got to go to the cone. Super Puff is in the server now. All right. Thanks for tuning in, Eris. Appreciate it. Christy Mitchell. Yep. Thanks for watching, guys. Any questions? Anything? Let's see. When is our planet happening? Yeah, we don't know yet. I think level 2 verification might help with that. I know that they're opening up some sort of like governance system to where you can actually vote in projects that you want to see. So, we'll see what happens. Oh, it was a joke. Okay, sorry. Yeah. And I guess I can go ahead and reveal what next week figure is. So I'm actually doing a nano figure on Friday. So if you're a nano holder, I know there's a lot of nano. There's a lot of overlap between wax holders and nano holders. So yeah, if you're a fan of the nano project, definitely be here on Friday, because we will be dropping that figure. And there might be something else happening on Friday too, but I'll keep that to myself for right now. But you'll find out more about that later this week. So, any other questions or anything before we sign off for the evening? M. Jones, you get your Banano card. Yeah, it might be a good idea to get one. When is Creek Drop 21 going to be on Token Head? Yeah. So I guess I can go ahead and talk about this here. I really want to get the Creek collection on Token Head, but there are some things that I plan on doing before that happens. My dear friend Stuck at 6 p.m. One of the things he did this past week is he started a new collection called 6 p.m. using a name that he actually purchased in the short name auction that Wax or somebody set up. I don't know how exactly that process worked. It was one of the most convoluted bidding systems I've ever experienced in my life, but it is what it is. But anyway, he registered the name 6 p.m. and he started a collection with that name. And he's actually setting up a one-to-one swap system that he's going to be automating to where you can basically swap out your mints for the same exact mint from this new collection. And I'm going to try to do the same thing under a new collection that's just going to be called Creek. I never liked the name Creek Drops 21, but I had to use that stupid 12 character limit that is imposed by the platform. Anyway, it was a name that I just kind of had to go with. But now I actually own the Creek short name, and I plan on going with that. So once that is all set up and finalized, don't know when it's going to happen. I will try to get that collection listed on Token Head. So. Is there a blend tomorrow? Yes, there will be a blend tomorrow. It's going to be the fourth Mooney Punk blend. If you have your Mooney Punk number 4s, you've got 20 of them, you will be eligible to blend up into a figure. Do I know about the Phantom Foundation? No, I've never heard of the FTM Phantom Foundation. Maybe hit me up in Discord. Talk about it in either general or chum chat, wherever you hang out in there. Give me some details about that. I'd be curious to know what that is. All right. And a blank blend. Yes, I am actually going to turn on the blank blend again. That's going to be happening again tomorrow too. So if you manage to pick up a few blanks over the last couple of weeks, you'll be able to get you a blank figure as well. A lot of people wonder why I turn these blends off. It's basically just to kind of, just temper things down, get it out of the news. I really, I don't expect the blends to be completely realized. Though I'm really shocked to see that the Toasty blend, I think that's currently at 28 out of 30. I think there's only 2 that have not been blended, which is insane to me because that was a hard blend. But people really, really, really dug the Toasty blend. So we might have to do another one of those at some point, but I haven't decided exactly when or how I'm going to do it because, it's and that was a hard figure to render too. That figure took a long time. I do have a better GPU now, but anyway, what is my favorite video game ever? The Witcher 3 by CD Projekt Red. That game is absolutely incredible. I probably clocked in over 200 hours on that game, if not more. I think I played through about 3 times, and I ended up getting all the Grandmaster armors, and it's that game is just so sick. I love it. Is there a chance we can get a bit more notice when it comes to drops links with the keys attached? Yes, I'm actually going to be experimenting with that this week with Mooney Punks. I'm going to try to figure out. So here's the thing. The reason we're doing the key drops is because people there are a lot of bad actors in the space that try to get in early, or they use exploits that allows them, better opportunities over others. The key drops sort of help with that. But the key drops, once they're out there, they're out there, and then once someone has it, they've got full access to the drop. So it doesn't really help you too much if you release it too early. But I am going to experiment with maybe anywhere between 20 to 30 seconds to see if that gives people a little bit more time to get over to the page and sort of balances out the scales a little bit more. But yeah, so that is something that's in the works, and hopefully we'll get it all figured out. So looks like we have a lot of Witcher 3 fans in here, which that makes me happy because I love that game. Assassin's Creed Unity. Yeah, I haven't played any of the Assassin's Creed games, surprisingly. They look like they'd be right up my alley, and I don't know why. I slept on that series, and I don't get to game very much at all anymore. Especially ever since I had kids, like it's really hard to find time to play games. I love doing it for the longest time, but yeah, once I had kids, that my gameplay time really really diminished, and it's even less so now that I'm doing this plus working a full-time job. So it's on my list of shame. I would hopefully one day I'll have a chance to go and visit it again. I hear the Valhalla, I think that's what it was, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the one where it's like based on Vikings, was really cool. So I would love to check it out. So Kilgore, you're late. Hey man, sorry. We've already done the giveaway, but thanks for tuning in. No, key drops cannot have whitelist attached. It's one of those things that's kind of an all or nothing approach. And the thing is, whitelist are susceptible to just as many exploits. The only time I ever plan on doing whitelisted drops is if we're doing like an asset, as I like to call it, the quote unquote utility, with an eye roll attached to it. If I'm doing a utility drop, those will be a traditional whitelist. And they're typically not going to have very, very many mints, as people found out. There was a lot of salty people this week because they ended up FOMOing into a Binance card, I guess thinking it was going to guarantee them a Mooney. And it's like, look, it's not how it works. There's only 200 Moonies to go around. I have to take care of the sharks, I have to take care of the whales, and I have to take care of the chums. And so if I pull Moonies out of one pot and give it to another. The sharks and chums, they've got a lot more investment into the project in most cases than people who just picked up a Binance card in a drop. So again, buy the work because you appreciate the work, not because it's got some bullshit utility behind it. That's my suggestion there. Otherwise you're basically just playing scratch offs, and that's not fun. What do I think about Immersus? I think it is really, really cool, and I plan on doing something with it. Preach Creek. Yeah, no, look, guys, I try to be as real with you as possible, and I tend to troll the chat a little bit, and sometimes I go a little too hard on the trolling. But if you ever get offended by that, I'm sorry. It's it's just kind of how I am. But it's I've got the philosophy that NFTs, while they are cool and they can do a lot of really cool things, not every single NFT needs a gimmick. Like, it just doesn't have to happen. You can buy something just because you think it's cool and just because you think it looks cool. People that were sitting on my collection before Crypto Moonies was announced, they weren't buying it because they thought it had utility or anything like that. They bought it because they saw that there was something cool about it. There was something a little bit different about it, and they wanted to see what was next in the pipeline. So go ask Stuck. He didn't have any, he wasn't concerned about utility at that time. He was just buying things because he thought they were cool, and that's paid off in dividends for him. He's not, as far as I know, he's not sold hardly anything that he bought very early on, because he's a fan. He just really likes owning the things. But yeah, buy it because you think it's cool, not because you think it's going to give you something or because you're going to get something in return. Like, if it has something as a bonus, great, but that doesn't need to be the reason that you grab something off the market, especially off the secondary market, and if it's like drastically overpriced. So let's see, how are we doing on time? Let's see, we've been streaming now for about 30 minutes. I'm going to stick around for just a few more minutes if anybody has any other questions or whatever. Looks like we still got about 34 people here, so if you have any other questions you want to get in before we wrap it up, let me know. Am I the creator of Immersus? No, I am not. That's Ella Blob. Ella Blob Bob. I think he's going by another name now. He may be here. I haven't seen his name come across the chat or not. It's also really late where I'm at, which is probably late for him too. Silver Fox, thank you, man. I appreciate that. This has been a fun ride, and I am super excited to see where this thing goes. Any more hints of a collab? Did you all get your potassium in this week? What time is the blend tomorrow? Don't have a time just yet. I'm actually in the process of working on the render now. I should have it ready to go. My toaster next to me is working hard. I'm actually doing this on my laptop, so once the rendering is complete, I'll get the template made and we'll get it ready to schedule. But typically the blends usually happen like early mid-afternoon East Coast time, so you'll probably see it before tomorrow evening. So Mushroom Mooney, that might happen too. I actually have been talking to the creator of that project. A lot of people got really excited this week whenever I picked up some Crypto Cuties. I keep forgetting what the actual name of the collection is. It's Constant. I'm totally drawing a blank, and I hate that I'm doing this, but it's really, really hard to keep up with all of the things that are in the Wax ecosphere. I've actually been having some conversations with that creator. Yeah, Consonant Design. Yeah, I think that's it. He's doing some fantastic work. That guy is ridiculously talented. He's like me. He's a one man studio. And he actually, I don't need to disclose this. He was giving me a little bit of background on like where he comes from, and yeah, you're going to see some really cool stuff coming out of him. Definitely check that collection out. There's some really, really cool things in the pipeline for that. Very talented artist, and I look forward to seeing what he does, and I look forward to maybe possibly doing something with him in the near future. So, let's see, 19 to 40, 69. Tara knows what's up. Tara knows what's up. A lot of you guys, if you've been following the teasers, have probably know what's up. But I don't want to explicitly say it just yet. But yeah, there's something really cool happening on Friday, and you want a Banano card. I typically do not say buy something for the utility. I just had a whole little soapbox moment. Get a Banano card, guys. So, his Narwhal is sick. He showed that to me. He did an early rendering of it and was like, check this out. And I was like, that's fucking dope. So yeah, he's a super talented artist, and he's actually, I asked him if he was using sculpting for this, and he says, no, I'm actually just modeling this all by hands, which is just super envious of that, because modeling is incredibly difficult, especially getting those organic designs. But I mean, if you've been doing it as long as he has and working in the industry that he works in, I think it pretty much comes second nature to him. But I'm self-taught when it comes to Blender. I've only been using Blender for about 3 years, so I have a lot of room for improvement on that front. But yeah, he's a super talented artist. Can I burn my Mooney with a chum par to become a super chum? No, don't burn your Mooney. Don't burn. They're too cute to burn. If I come up with a way to burn a Mooney, it's gonna be because there's something really awesome behind it. I almost, for the Toasty blend, set it up to where you'd have to burn a Satoshi, but I didn't. I pulled the plug on that at the last within the last week, because I felt like nobody was going to take up that offer. I say nobody. There were going to be some people that were going to do it, but there were a lot of people that were buying Toasties on the market that did not have Satoshis in their collection. And when I saw that, I was like, I'm not gonna force these people to then turn around. They've just got a bunch of Toasties that they've collected, and they're going to have to turn around and go buy an $800-900 figure off the market, which I think is what the Satoshis were going for at the time of the blend. So, there might be some reason you might want to burn a Mooney, because there could be something really fucking awesome happening. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But I do have something that is planned. It is not something that I have started working on just yet, but I have started doing conceptualizing a reason that you might want to burn some Moonies for something that's pretty legendary. So if I bring back older blends, will there be new drops for that old blend, or just from... No, it's once Mooney Punks are released, they are capped at that number, and that is it. No, the only way to get access to a blend, new or old, is by collecting the punks of that same type. Do you hear stereo audio? I don't know. I thought I set it up to where it would come out of both speakers. I set it up last time. I don't know if my settings saved or not. Is it coming out of just one speaker, or is it coming out of both? See, it's trippy, because typically by default you get stereo audio, but your mic input is mono, and so it tends to come out of only left or right. So anyway, all right. Well, guys, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Congratulations to those who won the giveaways. Thank you, everyone, again for joining me on this crazy adventure. And I really, really hope that this week turns out to be great for everyone, myself included. So kisses, hugs, and belly rubs. You all have a wonderful rest of your evening. See you guys later.